This isn't right. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. And we're par. Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been away. I thought I'd deck out the side there because of course I didn't want to look very basic. But yes, welcome back everybody. So guys, it's been a long time since I last sat and talked to you, the peeps. And yeah, so I thought about, seeing though it's FA Cup this weekend and we are doing our first live stream, of course, check it out this Saturday, doing West Ham Doncaster Rovers. I thought, you know what, I haven't done a prediction video for so long, why not start now? I mean, it's been a year and a half since I last did one, but today all that is about to change. So we're going to start off with probably one of the biggest games that got drawn, which of course is Manchester United versus Liverpool. Now, of course, the winners of course gets West Ham or Doncaster, so either way I'd be very, very happy. But at the same time, it's a tough game for both teams. Both teams I think will be going for the league, but at the same time I do think both sides are not going to pull out strong squads. But ultimately, they don't want to lose to either one. They don't want to lose the game. So, if I was going for it, I'm going to go for a 2-1 to Manchester United. Yeah, just I purely because I think United will probably want to win the game. No, that's nothing against Liverpool. I don't think that they want to win the game as well. But at the same time, I do think Liverpool don't really take the FA Cup as seriously as a lot of teams do. And so to the other game, which I think is huge, is Southampton against Arsenal. Of course, this was a final back in 2003, which of course Arsenal won thanks to Robert Pires. There's my football trivia going very well. But Southampton right now are going very, very well under Ralph Hasenhüttl. There we go. The outtake was really, really bad of me for saying that. But Arsenal, of course, were winners last season. And they're doing very well. They're against, hit some form under Mikel Arteta now. So, but it'd be interesting to see what happens this weekend. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Southampton win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 to the Saints. A bit further across, Brighton against Blackpool. Of course, we saw Blackpool last season in the FA Cup third round against Reading. That was a cracking game. Blackpool should have gone through though. I don't know how Nanyue missed that penalty. He hit the crossbar. He tried chipping it. He should have put his foot through it. Crazy. But of course, Brighton, survived the scare against Newport. Newport always seems to turn up against the big sides. But, however, Blackpool did produce a shot by beating West Brom. So anything can happen. And of course, Blackpool, former winners of this competition. So I'm thinking 2-1 to Blackpool, but I see a trend with these results. And so to one of the lowest ranked teams left in the competition, which is Chorley, getting to the fourth round in the for the first time in their club's history. Absolutely astonishing. I'm really, really pleased for them. And they're coming up against Wolves, who are sort of in a rocky patch under Nuno. Of course, missing Jimenez and Johnny and all that, it doesn't help at all. But personally, I do think Wolves will still finish in the top 10. But, and I do think they're due a statement. They need to make a statement, I think. Because I think if Nuno has a good season again, he'll be off. I can't see him staying at Wolves. I'm sorry, Wolves, but that's just my opinion. I do think it's going to end. I think Wolves will win, but I think there's going to be goals. And do you know what I like? I like goals. And so to our all championship tie, which is Millwall against Bristol City. The problem is when there's all Premier League and all Championship, it just doesn't, for me, it doesn't have the same appeal as if you're playing a Premier League League One side or a Championship League One side. I don't feel like there's that much like hype, I say, built around to it. However, I do think Millwall should beat Bristol City, and I think it should be by 2-0. to another team in the Championship, Wycombe, and they entertained Tottenham. Of course, Tottenham battered Marine, but full credit to Marine for actually getting to the third round. Not many clubs do that. But of course, Spurs, of course, yeah, I do think Spurs will take it seriously, and they're certainly going to be one of the favourites to win the FA Cup. And Mourinho, of course, been there, done that, knows how to win the FA Cup. But I think, yeah, I can't see any shocks in this one. It's going to be 4-1 Spurs. There's not really many shocks, I think, so far with my predictions. And so to an all-Premier League tie, Fulham against Burnley. Again, doesn't really have the same hype or appeal as the same with an all-Championship ties. There's a couple of them. But again, Fulham have been producing some good football at times so far this season. And Burnley, I think Burnley are going to be more interested in trying to keep themselves in the Premier League rather than have an FA Cup run. So I do think Fulham will see off Burnley. And so to a team and a man that's under pressure, and of course Chris Wilder now, of course facing Plymouth. Plymouth are getting to the fourth round for the first time since 2008. So that's really good news for them. And of course signing Niall Ennis, although I'm a bit gutted that he didn't come back to Rovers. But good luck to him at Plymouth. Again, Sheffield United need to make a statement, otherwise if they lose, I can see Chris Wilder going. Again, I've been hearing a lot of Sheffield United fans seem to turn on Chris Wilder, so it's cutthroat business, but I do think Sheffield United will win by 3-1. And so to a potential Premier League tie game next season, Brentford against Leicester. And of course, it is going to be, it should be a cracking game. Leicester are going great guns. They've got some terrific players, and Brendan Rodgers doing a fantastic job. Brentford, of course, got to the semi-final of the League Cup, but oh Christ, posters come. But I think Leicester should just edge out Brentford. And so over to Merseyside, Everton against Sheffield Wednesday again. Carl Ancelotti is doing a great job with Everton. They're having, getting Alan back, Calvert-Lewin back. They're going to be a real strong force. But Sheffield Wednesday, where do I begin? I mean, I'd be here all day with them. But again, Everton should be too strong for Wednesday. That's why I've gone for 4-0. And so to a game that we are covering this weekend on the channel, my first ever live stream, is West Ham versus Doncaster Rovers. Now, I don't want to rule my heart over my head. I'm going to try and be realistic with this, but you've got two teams banging form with this. But I do think Rovers could potentially take West Ham all the way to penalties, but at the end of the day, I think West Ham could win on penalties. So I think 1-1 for West Ham to win on penalties. We're nearly there. We've got a few more to go. And we begin the final crunch with Bournemouth against Crawley. Now, of course, Crawley losing Max Watters to Cardiff. It's a shame because he's a terrific talent. I never why we let him go. We should have signed him on a permanent contract. But that's just the way football goes. But again, Bournemouth I think should prove to be too strong for Crawley. But I mean, I've gone for 3-0. But if I am wrong with that result, then I know absolutely nothing about football. And so to our second of all championship ties, Swansea against Forest. Again, not really much hype with this one. Again, it's weird. It's a weird one. Of course, Swansea overcame Stevenage in the last round. Forest knocked out Cardiff, Swansea's big rivals, in the third round. Again, I just think Swansea might just have the edge over Forest. And I'm going to go for a 2-1 Swansea. I'm seeing not many trends with shocks. Again, I'm just trying to be realistic with this. But another one, Cheltenham against Man City. Again, this could be, no offence to Cheltenham, this could be a question of how many with this with City. Again, is this be a question of what Pep Guardiola does, whether he wants to put out a strong side. I mean, I can't see the likes of Aguero or Jesus playing. I mean, I could see Jesus playing, I could see Foden playing in the side, but again, I think Cheltenham will not have enough to contain Man City. City, of course, if I'd have a bit of money on it, I'd say City to win the FA Cup. 4-0. And finally, to a tie that could potentially produce a shock. Chelsea against Luton Town. Chelsea, I'd say, the last few weeks have been abysmal. Honestly, defensively, they've been all over the place, and it showed against Leicester. You know, Maddison and Vardy were just they tore apart. I don't get it. And I've said this before. Thiago Silva is there for a paycheck, regardless. And if Chelsea fans want to disagree with me, so be, and want to tell me why, I'd love to. I'd love to in the comments. Comment down below. But I think Luton could produce a shot because I think Nathan Jones is a terrific manager. Stoke fans might disagree with me with that one. But yes, I think Luton will win by 2-1. And that is it. That is all my predictions. Of course, if you've enjoyed this and you want me to do this again for the Premier League or for whatever it is, like the video, please. I mean, it means a lot to me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Leave a comment down below. And of course, this Saturday is my first ever live stream. I hope you can come and be a part of it, be a part of history on the channel. The first time in 3 years on YouTube since I've thrown. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, if you've stuck to the end. But yes, and I'll see you Saturday, all. Bye.